mother-in-law thinks she should be number one in my husband's life. My husband and his mother have always been very close, and for some reason, I didn't see it at first that she was a little too close for comfort until we got married. As soon as we got married and had our 2 daughters, my mother-in-law started calling my husband drunk all the time, talking about how she wants to end herself because he doesn't need her anymore and because he's happy without her. She's jealous that me and his daughters are the reason he's happy and that she's not his number one, as she would put it. She tries to act like she's my husband's wife, not his mother, and it really gets under my skin. Right now, I'm 7 months pregnant, and she has stressed me out so many times already, calling my husband drunk, saying she wants him to want her. Ew. Wants him to need her, but he has me. ... He's 28 years old. He's married and has 2 beautiful little girls, and he's the happiest he's ever been. His 2 brothers do not get this same type of affection from their mother. Only him. And they always tease him for being mommy's favorite or being mommy's boy. And I always laugh because I knew she was overbearing. I just didn't know how much until recently. I've been depressed, stressed out, and she has caused major fights between my husband and she loves it. When I call her to tell her to stop calling him drunk and talking about ending herself just because she's not the number one woman in his life, she told me she will always be the number one woman in his life, even though he's married with 2 little girls. He says he knows she's batshit crazy, but he doesn't want to say anything or do anything about it because of how often she threatens to end herself. He gets upset with me and says he doesn't want his mom to die. And in my eyes, I see this as some sort of emotional manipulation or abuse on her end. Yes, ma'am. I don't know what to do. My husband and I aren't fighting anymore. I just know it's only a matter of time before she oversteps again and either causes another argument or worse. This is what she's doing. It's called emotional blackmail. And there's a very easy way to handle this. I actually had to do this with my mother-in-law because that's how she used to try and control my husband. Anytime she didn't get her way, her making herself the victim is always number one. It doesn't matter what's happened, she will always be the victim. Well, when she wouldn't get her way, she threatened to end herself. I actually have loss in my family due to people unaliving themselves. So when somebody says something like that, it's not to be taken as just a joke or a passing comment. I explained to my husband exactly what she was doing. And I also let him know that this is a time where I would absolutely step over the line, because if she ever made that statement in front of me, I was making a call and she was going to have a little 72-hour vacation at the hospital, because I will never allow that to be something on my shoulders. Well, she was put in her place by him. And then the holidays roll around, and guess what? Because she had to be number one, so as we're having Christmas at the house, his brother's there, his uncle's there, everybody's there. Where's mother-in-law? Nowhere to be found. Why? Because she was throwing an absolute fit, because according to her, for Christmas, it is supposed to be her and her boys only. And they needed to come to her, presents and all, no significant others, no other anything. And around noon, then she would accept them being allowed to be around others. That wasn't happening in my household. Nor was I going to allow this woman. And she did this. It was cyclical. She'd be off a year, then she'd be good for a year, then she'd be off a year. But anytime she didn't get her way, oh yeah, self-harm was her first go-to. Till she found out the hard way what happens. Because you see, we warned her. And she behaved for a little while. Then she ended up living with a friend, and because the friend said something to her that she didn't like, she tried to pull that same bullshit again. And she called us. Well, guess what? She also said she had a migraine. So we went ahead and we got her to the hospital. And then I took my happy ass straight up to the desk to let them know that she had made the statement that she was going to try and end herself. And this wasn't the first time. And guess what? Guess who got a little vacation after that? Now, I don't know whether she uses that tactic with anybody else, but I can tell you for damn sure she has not pulled that shit on us anymore. Because homie don't play. If somebody ever tries to use that with your husband, like as you said, and that's exactly why she's doing it, he's afraid she's actually going to do it. So cool. The next time she makes that claim, you pick up the phone and you report her and you let her go get a little 72-hour vacation to where she will understand. You do not fuck around unless you're ready to find out.